Most people get this completely wrong. Slowly, they think changing their life is about grinding harder, ripping your calendar apart, forcing yourself through a wall of pure exhaustion. But there's a terrifying truth about your brain that nobody talks about. A hidden glitch in your neurology that makes your goals almost mathematically impossible to achieve. In just a moment, I'm going to share the legendary story of an elite college athlete who was brutally struck down by a flying baseball bat, leaving his skull fractured in multiple places and his brain swelling to the point of a coma. The doctors didn't know if he would ever walk or speak straight again. Yet, against all human odds, he didn't just recover. He completely transformed into an academic All-American and the top male athlete at his university. But here's the kicker. He did it without using a single ounce of traditional willpower. If you stick around until the end of this video, I will reveal the exact, counterintuitive trick he used to reprogram his mind, and how you can copy it tonight to bypass your brain's natural resistance altogether. Think about it. Why does it always go the same way? It's January 1st, or a random Monday morning. You get intensely hyped. You set a massive outcome-based goal. You say, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, or I'm going to build $1 million empire. You load up on raw enthusiasm and tell yourself you have the motivation to force it into existence. And initially, it works perfectly. You summon every ounce of mental stamina you possess. You wake up early. You force down the clean food. You study for hours. You are heavily relies on your conscious will to manipulate the rules of your daily life. And you feel entirely unstoppable. But your willpower is a highly volatile, exhaustible resource. A chaotic day strikes at work. You get hit with sudden stress, exhaustion, or overwhelming anxiety. Suddenly, that heavy mental armor you've been carrying completely cracks. Your conscious mind bottlenecks. Why does your brain do this to you? Because it is biologically designed to seek comfort over execution. You find yourself standing right back at square one, staring at a shattered streak, wondering why you simply couldn't stick to the plan. Therefore, trying to hack your life at the level of outcomes is a massive structural error. It is exactly like adjusting the route of an airplane by just 3.5 degrees at takeoff. It seems completely unnoticeable in the moment, but it completely dictates whether you land in New York or hundreds of miles away in a different destination altogether. You realize that your results are nothing more than a lagging measure of your deep, automated systems. But there is an even deeper trap waiting for you. Even when you try to change your daily system, you run directly into an intense, invisible barrier, identity conflict. If your core self-image is secretly scripted to believe that you are a procrastinator, a person who is bad at math, or someone who is inherently disorganized, your brain experiences terrifying internal pressure to align your actions with that story. You are trapped in a cognitive loop. How can you possibly build a new system when your old self-image is actively sabotaging your behavior from the dark? Therefore, you must execute a total paradigm shift. You must realize that true behavior change is fundamentally identity change. Every single action you take on a daily basis is not just a chore. It is literally a vote cast for the type of person you wish to become. You don't need to be absolutely perfect to win an election. You simply need to win the majority of the votes. Remember the comatose athlete we teased earlier? That was James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. When he woke up with half a dozen facial fractures and lost his varsity spot, he didn't try to change his life with an earth-shattering burst of willpower. Instead, he used a simple, two-step neurological loophole. First, he decided the exact identity he wanted to embody: an organized, reliable student. Second, he proved it to his brain with tiny, 2-minute wins: making his bed, going to sleep early, and lifting weights consistently. He standardized before he optimized. He casted tiny votes every single day, until his neurology had no choice but to adopt the identity of a champion. Stop obsessing over the golden eggs and start investing heavily in the health of your core system. Overhauling your life is not an explosive, once-in-a-lifetime transformation. It is a slow, developmental process of microevolution. How slowly? Decide who you want to be tomorrow. Go cast your first vote right now. Now that you're going to be the best version of yourself, drop a like and comment that inside your mind now.